Yep, I broke another one. Come along as I replace yet another plastic door handle on Dora. I'm going to need an impact with a 7 or 8mm socket, a 90-degree pick, a flathead screwdriver, two 10mm wrenches, and a trim removal wedge. Before removing the screws, there is a small panel that needs to come off to allow the inside handle to pass through the door panel. Then remove the two upper panel screws located behind the grab handle and the single screw at the bottom of the panel. The front door has two screws at the bottom of the panel. Take the trim removal wedge and work it between the panel and the door. Twisting and prying with the wedge releases the push tabs that hold the panel in place. Once it is loose, your hands can be used to loosen the rest of the panel. Slide the panel up and over the lock shaft and out of the window groove. Also, it is a good idea to remove the window switch assembly from the panel before removing the panel from the door. I forgot to do this and now I'm awkwardly trying to hold the panel up to remove the switch. Must be performance anxiety or something. Peel back the inner door panel cover. Mine has a bunch of tape holding it in place since I have been in here a few times. Disconnecting the handle from the latch mechanism is simple but hard to reach. I use a 90-degree pick to pry the yellow lock tab open. Then pull the shaft from the latch mechanism. The original factory handles are held in by rivets. Rivets must be drilled out and make just a big mess. I opted instead to use bolts and nuts to hold the handles in place. Simpler and obviously makes future replacements easier. A screwdriver quickly pops the handle loose from the door. Then it is a game of wiggles to remove the rest of the broken handle. It is easier to install the shaft to the new handle before installing it to the door. These door handles can be used on all 4 doors of the Sport Trac. Make sure the shaft is on the correct end of the handle for the door you are working on. Slide the shaft in and angle the door handle to put the top end first. Then the handle should pop in and hold itself in place. Reinstall the bolts and snug them down. It's a good idea to have the bolt heads on the exterior, otherwise the bolt shafts would interfere with the handle operation. And I don't want to jam my fingers into bolts every time I want to open the door. A good wiggle check never hurts anything. Pop the shaft back into the locking mechanism. Do not close the yellow lock tab yet, as the handle's throw still needs to be adjusted. Adjustment is simple. Close and reopen the door. If the door does not open, the shaft is not positioned high enough for the throw of the handle. Reposition the shaft in the latch mechanism and retest. Once the door opens with ease, close the yellow locking tab. Begin reinstalling the door panel. Make sure to put the lock shaft through the panel first. Feed the wiring for the window switch through the hole. Slip the panel into the window groove. Line up the push tabs with the holes in the door. Gently massage the door panel into place. Reinstall the window switch assembly. Finally, reinstall the door panel screws. And don't forget the inside handle panel. Give it a few good test opens. To help prolong the life of the handle, it is best to pull toward the side nearest to the latch. This minimizes flex in the handle, which could lead to breaking. Ask me how I know.